She's back. We're going to call this Toya Wednesday.
Yes.
Hello, YouTube family. We in the building.
Yes.
I'm Patty Jackson, your auntie of pop culture. Chocolate divinity. Toya Charleston is here. Let's get that hugging.
Best part.
Yes, the best part. And we send hugs and love to Toya. They've been responding in the comments. Toya recently lost her grandmother. And, just taking some time to grieve and to get back into things. How you holding up?
I'm holding up. You have your good days and your bad days. Last week, because Patty, when you're used to going, you'll be like, all right, I'm going to be good. I'll see you on Thursday, blah, blah, blah. Child. It was like, where are you going? When that grief hits you.
Yeah.
So I am just forever thankful. I'm sorry, guys. I still haven't returned to the comments yet, but I will be going through it. I was on here watching the comments, went through what y'all sent. Thank you.
Just take your time with it. Don't rush.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like you'll get through it and I go back to something and I'm like, oh, I'm crying again. And then I'm good. So it's back and forth, but that was my girl. For this audience here, the way y'all were even invested with her throughout the years, because it wasn't the first when y'all would check back in, Toya, how's your grandmom? And just, y'all sent her off beautifully. Thank you. That woman was loved. And it's crazy how people don't even know where y'all pulled up with the condolences.
Yeah, they sure did.
Forever
We
grateful.
love y'all.
We love y'all to be y'all family for real now.
Yes. Now, I got to tell you, yesterday, I talked about the new Sammy Davis Jr. movie. Coleman Domingo is directing it. And it centers on the 1957 love affair that Sammy Davis Jr. had with Kim Novak, a white actress. And they threatened to kill him. And he had to find wait a minute, I know they were saying colored back then. He had to find a colored girl to marry. But it was a big scandal, and it's called Scandalous. So everyone wants to know, well, who playing Sammy Davis Jr.? A British actor named David Johnson. Well, that set off the discussion about British actors taking on, American roles. But a lot of people were upset that because it happens all the time. I think it was because there was a time, and this is not slamming rappers because some have made a great transition to acting. They weren't going for a regular actor. They were looking for a rapper to put into the role because they want to, make money. And some have been so successful. LL Cool J, Ice Cube, Method Man, so many. Queen Latifah. But a lot of people are upset that here's another role going to a British actor. But filming is going to start next year after Euphoria 3 because y'all know Coleman Domingo is in it. And Sydney Sweeney, who's in Euphoria, is going to play Kim Novak. So there's a lot of talk about the Sammy Davis Jr. movie. But it's not his whole life, just on 1957. People are wondering, well, where's Altaviz? He did marry a second black girl later on, and that's when he went through the tax troubles, and Altaviz held him down. That woman, she held him down. I think they said it was a strange marriage, but she held him down. So that was later.
He was married to both women before Kim?
No. First black girl was after Kim Novak. We gave him 2 days to find her.
Not 2 days!
They said, you got 2 days to find yourself a colored girl. You know that's how the conversation went. I know. I just burst out.
For the colored gal.
For the colored gal. Go find yourself a colored gal. Colored gal to marry. He had 2 days. They only stayed married a year. Later on in his career and life, he married second black woman, Altaviz, and they were married for a long time until his death.
Whoa. Did he have kids with Novak?
No, it was a short-lived affair. It was a short-lived affair.
Wow.
But they did not want him messing with that woman. No, they weren't even together maybe a year. But they said, we're going to kill you. Yeah, so it's called Scandalous.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this. But
Coleman Domingo.
The whole movie, like his
I don't
whole
know.
life movie.
I don't know who's going to do that. That was supposed to be happening. Lee Daniels was supposed to do it. Never happened because Sammy Davis Jr. was a great entertainer, a controversial entertainer. But will somebody tell his whole life story.
I need to find out. You gonna put my great aunt in there? Apparently, they used to date back in the
Get that, your great aunt dated Sammy Davis Jr. Shut up.
One of my they say my great aunt Cleo used to date him back in the day. My grandma's sister. Yep.
Did she ever give up any scoop?
I don't know.
Why am I so new?
I doubt it. Aunt Cleo ended up got married and all that other stuff afterwards. So, and if anything did happen more, now that Nana is gone, I wouldn't know. Yeah, but yep.
Remember when Lori Harvey dated Puffy Diddy? I forgot. Now they're wondering if Steve Harvey's daughter is on those tapes. He taped everything. Now this did not last long.
It did not,
because Steve's face was twisted every time.
Remember they was on vacation together. Steve was like, what you doing here?
Yeah, it was crazy. But could Lori be on those tapes? He taped everything. Only do a Diddy story once a week. His children are forming a band around him to support their dad against all of these allegations. Jennifer Lopez, who was a former girlfriend of Diddy, her first husband is talking. And he said, Diddy, the reason why our marriage didn't work. This is J-Lo's first husband. He said when they got together to record an album, that's when the deception and the lies started. And he just comes out and says he ruined our marriage. And if you think about it, November just around the corner, it's almost a year since Diddy's fall from grace. That Cassie lawsuit opened up a can of worms.
Yes.
I know this is so gross. Think of a can of worms. You open it. They're all over the place. You can't get them back in. This is what's happening to Diddy right now, because every day, every single day, there are new accusations.
And I hear about this show his kids are putting out. Like, what? This is...
It's too much. No one cares. Justin Bieber, who probably was one of the victims of being, in Puffy's Diddy's company, he is suing his business managers. He says he lost money and they mismanaged his finances, $300 million. There's a lot to blame going on here. His mom, the managers, he was young, did not know money. You cannot let other people manage your money. Oprah said it best. I sign every check that goes out, so she knows what's happening with the money. People will rob you and they will steal from you. And he's young. He ain't know nothing about money.
Thank you. And the feds will come knocking on your door.
That wealth, that fame, it comes fast. And the money, and you're not keeping track of it. And that's why they have problems with taxes, not knowing where your money is. You have people stealing money from you. Now, he did sell his music catalog for $200 million.
Yes, I remember that.
But he is suing his business managers, saying that they mismanaged his money.
That's even more so as a kid, because he was a kid.
He was a kid. November 22nd. This would be the biggest movie day of the year. In one corner, you got Gladiator 2.
Come on now.
Paul Pascal or Mescal. I always get that dude's name mixed up. Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington. Gladiator 2. When you go get your popcorn, it's going to be in a Gladiator Coliseum bucket.
Oh, that's cute.
So the promotions are starting for these movies. The other movie is the musical Wicked. Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, all-star cast, November 22nd. And these tickets are already on sale.
Child, well, especially with Gladiator. What
tickets are already... I've got a confession.
Okay, what's the confession, friend?
I'm sick of political ads, so I've been watching my streaming services. I am. I've had it up to here. I said, I need something, ain't no commercial. I watched Beetlejuice 1 for the first time. I know! It came out in the 80s because I don't like horror movies.
But that was such a funny one.
It was. Michael Keaton, Gina Davis, a young Alec Baldwin.
Yep. Doesn't he look... You wouldn't even realize that was him.
You wouldn't even realize...
You wouldn't think he would have turned into this today.
I was like, is that Alec Baldwin? So here I go Googling, and I said, that is him.
Yep. Oh, friend, you just saw
Winona Ryder. I watched for the first. I know.
Oh, and you loved it.
I did.
I'm telling you,
I did. It was fun.
Beetlejuice is one of those movies that will always hold a special place in your heart. Now, when I heard about part 2, I'm at first I was like, I know you ain't touching the classic, but because they brought a lot of the original members back, you'll want to watch too. Oh, this is so exciting! Watch it this weekend, Brittany.
I watched it and I said, here I go, 45 years later, watching a movie that came out in the 80s, but it was good. But I don't like horror movies, so that's not where my first train of thought is going to with that. But
I'm so glad you liked
it. New York Liberty, the WNBA champions, and now the women want more. Okay, the season's over. Are you going to give us more money? Are you going to give us upgraded facilities to work and practice at? A lot of attention being paid to the WNBA because it was a record-breaking season. I know it seemed like all they wanted to talk about was Caitlin Clark, but you've got so many dynamic players in the WNBA. Will these ladies get better treatment? I'm a Spiderman junkie ever since my son was born. Everything with me and the kids is Spiderman, Spiderman. We love Spiderman. Yes. I remember I went to a screening that was here in Philadelphia, and the mayor at the time, Michael Nutter, he going to ask me, what you doing here? I said, what you doing here?
What you doing here?
Yeah, I'm watching a movie. I'm a Spider-Man fan. It was a special screening because, I will search around for that special screening to go to. But Tom Holland was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and he says, filming is starting next summer.
Come on now.
For Spider-Man 4. I used to get my son all kind of Spider-Man cakes, and he broke my heart when he was 21. He said, Mom, you don't have to give me no Spider-Man cake. And I was just like this.
What do you mean?
Tradition.
No.
So, here you go turning 22. I didn't get a Spider-Man cake.
What the?
No, you grown.
What you want?
What you want?
Yes or no?
Yeah. So, I am a Spider-Man junkie. Aww. Get ready for the Jerry Springer documentary. I am hyped.
I'm here for it.
Because in the 90s, it was my guilty pleasure.
Yes.
You cannot think about the 90s without thinking of Jerry Springer. He died last year at the age of 79. This documentary is going to air on network. It's called Fights, Camera, Action.
I'm ready.
It featured the fights, the strippers, the crazy situations, just madness.
This is American history.
Yeah,
we got to honor it.
And what this documentary does, it goes behind the scene. Former guests, people who worked on the show.
Oh, okay.
How far do you go in entertainment before you say, this is a bit too much? Those fights?
Jerry saying nothing too much over here. Come on, bring him.
I interviewed him a few years ago, and he was such a wonderful man. And I even asked him, Jerry, how do you put up with all the madness going on around you? And he says, we're just having fun. He says, I don't understand it all the time. But Jerry was just there. And the chants of, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
Oh, just thinking of 90s talk shows. You think Jerry had that, Ricky.
Yeah, he just had these chants.
Yes.
But it's coming. Netflix, January 7th, a 2-part docuseries. And I'm going to let y'all know all about it because this one is going to be good. Tennis sensation Serena Williams gracing the cover of Essence magazine and looking fabulous and stylish. Last week, she admitted she had a cyst the size of, think of a grapefruit removed from her neck. She had a secret surgery last May, but she's, talking about it now. But she's on the cover of Essence magazine. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. Yes. I'm Patty Jackson, your auntie of pop culture. This is Toya Charleston, Chocolate Divinity. That notification bell is going to come, and you're going to know what? You're going to know that we're here. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, because there's always scoop.
Come on.
And curl.
Come on.
And wisdom.
Yes.
And maybe I'll talk about worms.
Yes. And some
you
fun.
Just never know.
Yeah.
And some fun. So leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. It's not cute not knowing. And now you know. Thanks for joining us. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.